Hi, this is Desi, and I am going to be talking about comparing and contrasting tool-using technocracy and technopoly cultures. First, in a tool-using culture, it's important to remember that they're not necessarily primitive or discouraging of technological development. They can be innovative and inventive. According to Postman, in a tool-using culture, technology and tools are created and used to solve immediate and concrete problems. He cites the development and use of water power, windmills, and the heavy-wheeled plow as examples in Chapter 2. Additionally, tools can be developed to be a service to the artistic, political, and societal norms of the culture, like cathedrals and clocks. Technology and tools are not seen as their own entity. They are always tied to a purpose or a task. Ranking tools in a subsidiary manner also means that they do not challenge the governing set of beliefs. This does not mean that tools don't impact change in the society. It just means that despite changes influenced by technology, the society still considers their belief system to be their guiding compass, not the technology. Tools are integrated into the society's worldview, and tools do not challenge or conflict that worldview. In transitioning to a technocracy, there is a shift in power. Here, technology breaks away from its theological integration, and technological developments are pursued even when they conflict with the present belief system. In this way, theology is attacked by technology. The established belief system can respond to such attacks by trying to discredit science or adapting its belief system to reflect the scientific advancements. Either way, it's an act of self-preservation, instead of dictating the direction and development as in a tool-using culture. Chapter 2, Postman credits Francis Bacon as the first man of the technocratic age because he believed scientific advancements, not obedience to a theological system, were the keys to improving life for all of mankind. This viewpoint values exact evidence over belief. It promotes knowledge as a vehicle to improve one's life, making movement among the classes more possible. A person does not have to be born into greatness to achieve greatness. In a technopoly, technology becomes the theology and driving force in the culture. Technological progress is paramount. Humans are intentionally marginalized in comparison to machinery. This is different than in a technocracy where devaluing of humans and skilled labor is seen as an unfortunate but sometimes necessary byproduct of development. In a technopoly, machines are infallible and unstoppable, where humans, make mistakes. People are disconnected from their personal and comprehensive histories, which clouds their truth barometer when confronted with the overwhelming amount of true and false information they must process in a single day. As Postman says in Chapter 3, a technocracy doesn't attack or ban other belief systems. It makes them invisible, therefore irrelevant. Okay, these are some of my final thoughts about my life in a technopoly. The first thing I notice is that our beliefs are dictated without too much opposition with the ever-changing stream of information. So, for example, in the field of health, one day blueberries are the superfood, and the next it's kale, and the next day, in an article I recently saw, it's the long-forgotten pawpaw fruit used by Native Americans. These bits of information are generally accepted by society as truths, and just as quickly they are discarded for the next trendy truth. The second thing I notice is that we humans trust machines to think for us, and I do this all the time. Recently testing out OK Google on my phone, which just opened right now when I said that, and I ask it to remind me to do all kinds of things, from sending a message to a friend or picking up a certain item at the grocery store. I also consistently rely on the navigation program in my phone to get me to new places, and although it has led me astray a couple of times, I never hesitate to rely on it for my next destination. Even using a calculator is an example of letting a machine think for me. If it gives me an incorrect answer, it's because I have given faulty input. When the machine outputs an answer, I usually accept it as true, and only double-check it if I have a preconceived ballpark number that differs greatly from what the machine has produced. The third thing that I notice is that there is a general devaluing of people. People are displaced from their jobs by machines that operate more efficiently and precisely. This allows the cycle of expedited production to continue. Humans now fill the role of tuning up and serving the machines that are doing the skilled labor. When the graduation from tool-using to technocracy to technopoly is presented in this order, the power shift between theology as the guiding principle to technology as omnipresent is clear, and the movement along this line seems to be a one-way street. I glanced at the table of contents before reading this week, so I believe Postman will offer us some advice for resisting the momentous power that is a technopoly. I'm curious to hear those thoughts.